Hey, thank you, Doctor. As stated, good evening, everyone. My name is Edward Tumwine. I'm a digital communication consultant and trainer, and I'm honored to be invited by Dr. Sarah to facilitate a discussion today regarding AI, the intersection of journalism and communication with AI, and also seeing how we can use different AI tools to create multimedia content. I'd also request that this is as interactive as possible. Let us engage, give feedback or any responses to some of the questions that shall arise through. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and share my screen and we begin our discussion. Okay, so as stated, this is our topic today, the intersection of AI in journalism and communication, and how to use these tools to create multimedia content. So as we begin, I would like to understand from your aspect, what is AI to you? When you come across the term artificial intelligence, what comes to your mind? Feel free to utilize the chat or raise your hand or unmute and share with us. Anyone with any idea what AI is or how you understand AI so that we can put it into context for our session? Okay. So in summary, we can say that AI, this is where basically computers or machines can do things that typically require human intelligence. So these machines, these different tools are trained to think like humans, and as we're later going to see practically, the better you are in terms of description when asking for information, the better the results that you shall get. So it's like teaching a computer to think and learn on its own so it can solve problems, make decisions, and even understand and interact with us humans. So the more you have a conversation, the better the results you're going to get. The more descriptive you are, the more better you prompt it, as we shall see practically, the more refined and accurate results that you shall be looking for. I don't know if there's anything in the chat that I've missed. Okay, okay. So I hope that gives us a good description of what AI is. So could someone share instances or areas in journalism or communication where AI is being used today that you could be aware of? Where are you seeing AI applied in journalism or in communication today? Yes, Francis. Francis, go ahead and unmute and speak. Francis, you've raised your hand. Could you share?
Yes,
Yes, please.
yes. I know of people who are journalists, practicing journalists now, and sometimes they're able to first describe what they want to write. Say they place this into Chat GPT, and then they're able to get a fair bit of the story they want to write. Now they are now able to pick it out and edit out what they don't want in the story. So basically, it makes work a little bit more simpler.
Okay, thank you, Francis. Have you used it yourself? Do you have any experience with some of these tools?
No, in terms of content creation, not yet.
Okay, thank you. Yusuf, I see you've said it can be used in newsrooms. Yes, yes, it's being used in newsrooms today, but I would like to understand more where it's being applied in the newsroom. In newsroom or in communication, it doesn't matter the sector. Yes, Francis?
Yes, maybe just a bit of the how. For example, if I want to write about the recent graduation at Parker University, for example, if I am in the newsroom and I'm looking forward to that story, okay, how it's being done. Like I said earlier, I've interacted with a few journalists now who are using it. So instead of sitting there and writing this story for 30 minutes, you're able to feed in some details, and in less than 5 minutes, you have what may look like a draft. So there you now go in and add what you how you'd like the article to look like. So it's a bit of 50-50. Of course, AI may not give you everything, like localize it the way you want it. So what you do is you give it info, it gives you some, then you add some. That's how basically some people are using it.
Okay, thank you. So in summary, I can, from what you're saying, that it has helped to accelerate, let's say, to speed up the process of creating, let's say, public content. Because as you have rightly said, you're able to go to these different AI tools, generate like at least a skeleton of content that you can customize further, which could have probably taken more time before it was actually there. Thank you. Any other observation or where you've seen AI being applied in journalism or communication? Okay, so furthermore, looking in other aspects of journalism and communication, this as AI has also been applied vastly. So one was seeing, like someone said, content generation. So practically, we're going to see how to create different multimedia content. That is images, text, video, and audio as well. Okay, so it has sped up the process, made people more efficient, and so that they can create more content on the go. Then also there are different AI tools that are used in data analysis today. Okay, if you have large and huge chunks of volume of data, you can always feed it into an AI tool so that it breaks it down and makes it really easy, comprehensible for you to now contextualize and or maybe visualize into different graphs. Then fact checking. Fact checking is a very huge component today, especially in journalism, given that with a lot of people now having access to creating content publishing, there's a growing and need for a lot of information to be fact checked. So AI has also been applied there, whereby different AI bots are able to be deployed, at least to synthesize on the information that is being shared, and also provide clues to dispel images or even content that could not be factual. Then language translation. Today, a journalist now is open to working with anyone from anywhere across the world because the tools are available that can translate any language to any language. So now this has also opened doors for many journalists to work with people across the globe because you can still get your work, translate it quickly, make good context of it, and then send it back in the preferred language of your client. Then content moderation. Yes, AI has also been applied today on different digital platforms whereby they're able to detect profanity, abusive language, hate speech, content that could probably even escalate into ethnic clashes. So these AI bots have been deployed there to ensure that the digital spaces are more safe and devoid of any kind of harmful language. Then research, a very important aspect of journalism and communication. Today, we're living in an information age. Okay, so you can easily search for information, and AI has also accelerated that with the way it can quickly bring you content based on on the way you prompt it, as which we're going to look at later. Okay, so that's some of the areas in which journalism AI has been deployed in journalism and communication. And just to note that this is not only it. Okay, these things keep on advancing. We're always living in an ever evolving journalistic and communication landscape. So with more development, it will be encompassing different areas as well. Okay, so to proceed from here, so we have, I would like us to have this discussion when we have these kinds of discussions and sessions. There's always this concern among us professionals if AI is going to steal their job. So I would like to know from you, what is your approach to AI? How have you braced yourself for it, and how do you intend to especially now that we're out there, how do you intend to use or leverage it in your work? Yes, I would like to get your opinions on how AI is today, and what's your take on it in terms of job security, or how are you ensuring that you are going to work with it so that it can form the basis of our discussion going forward? Yes, Francis.
Okay. I feel like AI is this person in quotes who is here and to stay. The thing about it, that maybe someone is going to lose a job or something, I am not sure about. But here's the thing. Um, I think that we can only work together with AI. That you're able to get something from AI, because even then, I want to believe that for you to get something that's accurate from AI, you must feed it some things. So that means that you need to know what you want to get in return. So I am not so much into lose the job loss bit, because I'm in for using AI to perfect my work. Yes, I already know, but this is technology. You can't do without it. So I'm going to borrow what I can borrow from AI and perfect my work.
Okay, thank you for that take, Francis. Let's hear from the rest. Yes, John.
Um, According to me, I think AI, we can leverage it to our own advantage, in a way that we can, instead of looking at it as something that will replace us, we should look at AI as a tool for perfecting our work. The other thing is there is that human element that AI may not really fully bring out, such as the creative side of it, and also the emotional side of it. These are things that as human beings we can do better than AI. So in my thinking, I think AI as humans we should need to learn how to work with it and adapt to the current situation and be able to use it to our own advantage, instead of looking at it as something that will replace um, workforce.
Okay, thank you for that take. From that, I summarize what from differently from what Francis said is that human beings will always have that human aspect, okay, of let's say feelings, emotions that maybe an AI tool may not be able to generate. So, human being is still very important in every process. Yes. Any more contributions to this? Okay, I see Jen saying, um, feel AI makes work more easier, basing on the fact that it can be used for content creation, fact checking, and the rest. Okay, great. So I'm glad that we have a positive outlook towards AI. Of course, and it's very important to note that yes, AI has its advantages and everything, but it's always important to consider the purposeful and careful application of AI in our work. Remember, we need to still uphold all the journalistic and communication principles and values. Okay, for example, like in journalism of accuracy, yeah, so that you still apply those same principles while using these AI tools, because at the end of the day, you are a journalist or communications professional, and you still have to exercise your work within the rightful means. So we should look at AI as a tool to accelerate our work, better our work, but always uphold those principles. So picking on from what we have discussed, as we have rightly stated, AI is not here to steal your job, but a person who knows how to use AI well. So a person who is able to accelerate their time with which they complete tasks is going to definitely be more valuable in a newsroom. And this has been well documented. If you see the Reuters 2024 journalism and technology predictions, even from last year, what they published, many newsrooms are adopting AI, meaning that many people who are probably not going to embrace it will find that other people who do are going to overtake them in the quality, in the time in which they embark on tasks. Okay, so it's important as practitioners or people who are going out into this practice of field, that we are well aware and know how to use these different tools to speed in our work, make your work crisp, and also see that you're able to connect to a wider audience with your work. Okay, so to put that into context, I want us to watch this video, which revolves around how AI is transforming news. And I would like us, after the video, we can share a thing or two, your key takeaway from what was in the video. So I'm going to copy this video link. Just a second, and I load the video. Apologies, the video is loading as it's complete.
Build your website today with GoDaddy Web Hosting Plan. Faster load times are great for busy businesses that need more speed. Now with free domain plus SSL certificate included.
Artificial intelligence has seamlessly integrated into various sectors, including journalism. It's transforming news production and dissemination through automated news generation. Natural language processing, NLP, enables machines to understand, interpret, and generate human language. AI-powered systems analyze data from social media, news feeds, and online articles. They identify trends and relevant information to generate concise, informative news tailored to specific audiences. Journalists can input essential information, such as facts and quotes, and AI systems generate coherent news articles. This automation saves time and effort while ensuring consistent quality and style. AI in news generation offers time-saving benefits to journalists. Automation of routine tasks like data collection and fact-checking allows journalists to focus on investigative reporting and in-depth analysis. AI improves the speed and accuracy of news reporting. Real-time data analysis enables AI systems to identify breaking news and provide immediate updates, keeping the audience informed. The rise of AI in journalism raises concerns about job displacement. However, AI is not meant to replace journalists but to assist them in tasks like data analysis and initial drafts. Maintaining quality and integrity in journalism is a challenge in an AI-driven world. Establishing guidelines and standards for AI-generated content to align with professional journalism principles is essential. AI excels in news summaries and personalized recommendations. It analyzes users' preferences and browsing history to curate tailored news summaries, enhancing the user experience. Journalists can use AI-generated insights to identify trends, uncover hidden patterns, and gather relevant data. In conclusion, AI has unleashed its potential in journalism, offering significant benefits and raising challenges and ethical considerations. By embracing AI while upholding journalistic principles, we can unlock the full potential of AI in journalism.
Okay, so I'd like to hear your key takeaways or points from that video as we put into context AI and journalism and communication.
Hey, I'm Kayla, and I'm one of the AI voices from Revoicer. I can be sad, and you'll think
Yes, do we have any key points or takeaways from that video? Yes, Francis?
Okay, two things I picked from this. Of course, others we discussed earlier, but it's not a new thing that journalism, especially, has you know has lately been challenged by those we call citizen journalists, citizen journalism. So basically, here you have anyone who has access to internet and a smartphone is able to document a story, right? Whether they are professionally journalists or not. Now, this means that with AI, it even becomes more challenging because this person is able to perfect that work as well, more like any other professional journalist. So what I take from here is that as journalists, we may now need to, and this comes from the video, of course, we may now need to think investigations and analysis to basically be on the safer side. Of course, the other element that the documentary highlights properly is the bit of quality and integrity, which AI may not offer, but the 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 human element. Personally, I'm able to put into consideration the bit of quality and integrity.
Okay, thank you, Francis. Those are very good points. Just like you've said, it raises a huge concern that today now people are able to, with the use of AI, so you need to even be further investigative with the kind of content that you see. Not all content that you're going to be seeing is perceived to be true. So yes, I like that angle in which you have brought it. Yes, any other observations or key takeaways from that video? Yes, Bernard?
Thank you. My takeaway, I've picked it from where it is noted that it analyzes data from these platforms, social media platforms. During this day and age of fake news, I think AI is able to assist in checking that out. How as a journalist, if you're referring to something posted on social media, how are you gonna check out whether this is fake or misinformation or something? So this note that it analyzes data from the social platforms is a takeaway. In addition to, as investigative journalists, where it has noted that it uncovers hidden patterns during the deep investigations, we are looking out for the hidden information. AI is assistive. I'm only critiquing the technology on that matter. Thank you.
Thank you, Bernard. Furthermore on that, I would like to draw a comment that John made in the chat where he said communication firms use Chatbox, an AI-powered app that interacts like human beings. Could you mind expounding more about this AI-powered app and how it works?
Yes, Edward. For instance, sometimes when you're trying to search for information online, say you go to a website, and then there's that message that pops out and then poses a question, can I help you? Then you respond and it say it's a job that has been advertised and you're interested in that job. So you would that chat box would ask you questions and then tell you more about what you're interested in, and then it will keep on responding to you, giving you answers, just like it is with humans when they're interacting. So it will be like you're interacting with a fellow human being, although in this case it's this machine that is doing that is responding to your questions.
Okay, thank you. So does that pose as a genuine concern that AI is replacing humans or taking away their jobs, if you look at it from that aspect?
No, I don't think it would really. I don't think I would say it will really replace human beings completely, because there are also certain limitations that come with this chat box. Because at times the information that is given by this chat box might be may not be satisfying. So someone would really want to know more about the information they're interested in, because the chat box itself is I think it's fed with a certain amount of information, and beyond that, I think that's where the problem comes in, and I don't think it really works 100%, just like how a human being would in this case.
Okay, thank you, John, for that. Yes, Francis?
Edward, just there where John got off, you asked that question of again around job loss. About I think 2 years ago, I was buying something online, and then I was responding just from the chat box, like you explained. And then there was a point I asked, in case I need someone to help me to do this, would you recommend? He actually gave me someone with a contact. So I don't think it poses a big threat in terms of job loss. In any case, I think it makes work a little more easier.
Okay, thank you for those discussions. And it's important that we continuously engage in these discussions, have these debates all the time with real lifetime examples, because AI is, of course, it's not new, but many people are finding different ways to adjust to it. So the more we discuss, share knowledge about it, that's when we are able to see its potential and see how we can purposely use it correctly. So picking on from that discussion, we want to look at an important aspect in, oh, sorry, let me share my screen. Yes, as I was saying, picking on from that discussion, I want us to look at this term in AI, especially in the use of AI tools, what we call prompting. Anyone who has an idea what prompting is that can share with us? What do you understand by prompting, especially in the context of AI? Anyone who has an idea about prompting? Okay, Francis says no idea. You can even pick it from the word to prompt. What does to prompt mean? And then you can contextualize it for AI. Yes, Francis?
Let me try respond to that this way. A few weeks ago, we were actually on the call like this with Dr. Sarah, and I think she was looking for some info about the Speaker of Parliament. So she asked it, "What? Who is Anita Anedamon?" So I think they brought something totally different, talking about something around, I think, Kenya, or totally very different person. So I think she gave it some more information. That's when it sort of woke up and gave a bit more, something that was a bit more relevant. So I don't know whether that sort of um,
Yes.
worked with that.
Yes, thank you, Francis. That's more or less it. It's the kind of instructions and that you give these different AI tools for it to generate the content you want. And the trick here with AI tools is that the better you are at prompting, the better results you're going to get. And that's why when we're beginning, we saw that AI tools are trained to interact with humans. So the more you have a conversation with it, describing exactly what you want, the better. So, and this comes with practice as well. The more you prompt these AI tools, you see the kinds of responses they give you, the more you're going to get better. And this cuts across from AI tools that generate text, that generate images, videos, audios. The better you are at prompting, the better the accurate your results. It's more of like being more descriptive and being real conversational with the tool so that it can give you exactly what you're looking for. So as we go forward, I want us to put this into practice because we're going to look at different AI tools where I shall be asking examples from you on different topics that you want to prompt and see the kind of information that it's able to generate. Okay, so moving forward, we are now going into, in summary, we can say that AI prompting refers to providing input or instructions to a language model or any other AI system to generate specific outputs. And before we begin the practical bit, I would like to share also this toolbox for journalists for AI. Let me just put it in the chat. And I think Dr. had already must have shared this presentation as well. The link is within, where you'll find a number of AI tools that can complement your work and that are good for in both journalism and communication. Maybe just to stop sharing here. Share again. So this is the toolbox, and you'll find there are many quite useful tools that could help you with your work. So we have AI editing tools, writing, newsletters, data journalism, okay, toolbox, newsletter. So get time, go through this toolbox and see what can really complement your work, enhance your work, so that you are now competing at a different level. As you guys are very well aware, many newsrooms, big news corporations across the globe are downsizing. So how do you remain relevant? Both newsrooms and even organizations. So you need to, and that's why it's important to always study emerging trends. See in your industry, in your profession, what it's going to be in the next 5 years. The information is readily available, and then start positioning yourself. Okay, because if you left behind, then you're going to find yourself in an instance whereby you're probably not giving as much value in, let's say, an organization or newsroom as you would have if you would have adopted some of these practices which are now coming into fruition. Okay, so if we don't have any questions, I would like to proceed now for us to start using these different AI tools. We're going to begin with AI tools that are able to generate text. That's through, let's say, like research and adopting the principles we've been discussing in prompting, trying to get exactly what we are looking for. So we have a number of tools, and where I think someone had already mentioned ChatGPT. We have Gemini, Perplexity, Microsoft Copilot that we're going to see how we can use them to for research and also generate content based on how well our prompting is going to be. Okay. So let me share my screen again so that we can begin the process. How many of us are already using any of these tools? ChatGPT, Gemini, Microsoft Copilot, or Perplexity in their work already? Do we have anyone actively using any of these tools in their research or work? Okay, so let's go straight into the practical element of it. So we're going to begin with ChatGPT and see how we can use it. So of course, I already have an account, so I'm just going to log out, and we see for if you're a first-time user how you can get an account. So if you visit ChatGPT as a first-time user, you will need to come and then you sign up to create an account. And when you click on sign up, you can either sign up with your email address or your Google account or Apple ID so that you can proceed. If you sign up with your email, be sure to check your email. I think they send there a link to confirm. And you also will need a valid telephone number where they'll send a code that you can input to confirm your account. Okay. So that's how you sign up. So for now, I'm going to go to login, and then we see how we can use the app, sorry, the tool. Continue with Google. Yes, so we're going to begin our doing research, trying to get information, and I would like to get input from you on the kind of prompt that we can put, depending on any topic, any information that you'd be interested in. You can share in the chat what we can research about, and then we see how best, first of all, we can maybe improve the prompting and the kind of results we'll get. So I'm waiting for your suggestions in the chat on what we can research for in ChatGPT, and then we proceed. I would expect as many of us to participate because I want to believe we have a variety of topics or issues that we're interested in researching, given that we're journalism and communication professionals. Okay, so what is trending in Uganda? So, and that's one other thing, and anyway, you'll find that limitations on some of these AI tools, for example, ChatGPT, in context itself, giving you as accurate information that is up to date may be a challenge. So let us look at what's trending in Uganda and see. So do you want to know what's trending in Uganda generally or in any sector? Because if you want now specifically for a specific sector, it's always good to mention what's trending in Uganda in the energy sector or in the sports sector. So you see, just like I'd mentioned, I do not have access to real-time data or ability to browse the internet. So I can't provide you. You get? Yeah, so that's the kind of limitation now when it comes to ChatGPT. It can't provide you real-time data. Okay, so someone is saying latest. You want to know the latest news about, again, the word latest, like we have seen that example. Latest news when it comes to ChatGPT, it may not be your accurate source of information if you want latest news. Okay, because as you've seen, it doesn't have the ability to, I think, crawl the web. So we need to expand on how we prompt, especially now like ChatGPT, on more generic, wider questions that maybe require more context and even more kind of research rather than latest news. Okay, so I'm going to skip this one. Latest. Penelope said causes of mental health. Okay, let's look at this. Causes of mental health. I'll come here to start a new chat. Causes of mental health, and then we So if you wanted to be more specific and then you state maybe causes of mental health, maybe amongst infants or amongst adults or amongst you could even say among sports people, it can always tailor, and that's why it comes with the prompting. How best are you describing your need for you to get that information that you want? I'll see another prompt, but I hope that gives you something, Penelope, what you're looking about, searching for. So I see here Josephine said history of photography. History of photography. Let's look at that. Okay, so here I think this was also pretty straightforward. You wanted the history of photography. And now you can always tailor again when it comes to prompting. So you could want if let's say you are going to give this as a you are going to lecture this topic, you can put in your prompt. Let me just see how we can improve this. I am preparing for a class on photography and My task is to deliver a 1-hour session on the history of photography. Outline key aspects and elements that I should include in my presentation for this class, which will be virtual. See how I'm being very particular with my prompting and specific so that it can tailor even the way to engage the class and everything if it is virtual. So then you press here. So you see, it will even guide you how you're going to do this, to do that particular class. Overview, importance, then the early beginning. So it's kind of the same kind of information that we wanted, but we have prompted it to a certain context that fits your particular need. And that's how you actually get better with the kind of information that you'll be getting from these AI tools. I hope, Josephine, you've seen that example on how you can prompt the AI, the tool, to give you something in line with what you're looking for. So that's what I want to emphasize. Be as particular, be as accurate, state exactly where you're coming from. Are you a student? Prompt the machine, tell it, I'm a journalism student in my 3rd year doing research, and I would like to include this in my research topic. Then it will give you information aligned with that specific need. The better you are at prompting it, the better your results are going to be. Okay, so Janet here has put history of online journalism. I'm going to ask that we use that prompt in the next tool that we're going to look at, which is Gemini. Gemini.google.com. It's an AI Google product. I've just actually of late seen it's facing some backlash in terms of some of the images it's producing. I'm yet to really see what the issue is, but I've been seeing trending online, especially Gemini, in terms of the images they use are kind of not proportion in terms of race. Yeah, so we're going to put here, again, this works the same principle, prompting. So let me get a question that was here. History of online journalism. I'll copy that. Please, I need more suggestions of prompts in the chat. We need to do as much research and practice as possible with prompting so that we get better at this and see how better our results can be. What is the history of online journalism? So it will clearly give you your history, yeah, on online journalism, when it started, the trajectory, how it came about, okay. And you see it tells you if you have any specific questions about a particular area or aspect of online journalism, feel free to ask. So within even this information that it has provided, you can go further and then ask it more questions, which it can be able to further on explain to you, okay, within the response it has given you. Okay. Yes, Dr. Sarah said it. Yeah, you try to generate images in Gemini. Yes, there's a whole issue going on with Gemini in terms of images. People have been complaining. I think the images it shows more racially towards where it shows a lot of maybe I think dark skinned people more than white. I'm yet to understand clearly, but there's a whole controversy going on, and they've faced a lot of backlash, and they're actually working to improve its image generation AI system. So Janat says how to write a good academic research proposal. Is it okay? How to write a good academic research proposal. All right. Let's see. I'll come here, start a new chat, and you paste our prompt. So, do you want to know how to write a good academic research proposal, or you want to have an academic proposal in line with any kind of field that you want to maybe see, and then you're able to edit? Again, the way you prompt the machine, the tool matters a lot. Are you you want to know the steps of how to write one, or you want to actually have an academic research proposal drafted for you, which you can easily tailor? So which one is it, Janat? Because you can tell the tool to generate for you a good academic research proposal, maybe based on any concept of your like, and then it will be able to generate that, and then you're able to customize it. So please, what exactly were you looking for? How to write one, or actually a good academic research proposal?
If possible, I would like to have my own topic and prompt it so that I can be given a draft to edit.
Okay. So is it an academic research proposal to any? Is it just general like that, or there's any topic of focus, or we can just put it the way it is?
Let's try putting it the way it is so that I can have a picture of how to do it generally.
All right. So we're even going to test this now. We're going to put it in Chat GPT and also in Gemini, and we see what it will generate. And that's another important aspect when it comes to purposeful application and use of AI technology. One, it's always important that put the prompt in different AI tools to see what they generate. Okay, so that you have a variety to pick from. And always remember, beyond using AI tools, multi-source, see what online has been published about that topic. If there are any experts that you can get insight from, always include them. And this comes to when you're let's say going to publish an article, anything. If you've got information from AI, don't take all of it and just present it there. What are other people saying it across the web? What are experts saying? Are you able to also put your own context onto the information that you've generated from AI, so that you do not fall to the trap of where you are just getting things from AI and publishing 100? Yes, you can do it, but you need to remain with your core expertise of value. Remember, your value is weighs so much for your credibility and for yourself as a journalist or communications professional. So always and always be able to add value, multi-source, so that your work is well sourced and put together from different avenues. So the prompt I'm going to put here is generate comprehensive academic research proposal. Then I'm going to copy this. I also put this in Gemini, put a new chat, and then submit. Then also here, click submit. Sorry, is there something in the chat that I missed? Someone is saying design an SBBC strategy to create awareness about mental health. Again, what is SBBC? You have to be particular. These acronyms could be known to you very well, but when you feed them in the machine, it could mean something else. What is SBCC in full? You have to give it exactly what you want to get from it. Okay, Jen, so put that in full. Exactly. So there you will get more accurate results rather than putting in SBCC. So let's first look at this, what it has brought. Okay, so you're seeing even the kind of language I used to try to get it to bring something nice, comprehensive. And I put the word comprehensive, meaning something well put together, analyzed well, and those are the kinds of prompting that you can put it to get more refined results. Okay, so as you can see, it gives you a title for that research proposal, the introduction, research problem, objectives, methodology, expected outcomes. I think this is something in line with what you are looking for, Janat, right? I'm not mistaken. Janat, is that in line with what you are looking for? Yes, so as you can see, you can always customize this or tailor it to your kind of work. Then let's see what Gemini has given us. You see? So now, and this is where it's very important to always cross compare. So this one has told you it can generate a comprehensive. You see? So if probably because I put the word comprehensive, it has first wanted to get more information, and that is where the difference comes in. Someone who probably wouldn't put comprehensive, it could have just generated. But if you want something comprehensive, that means in the machine, you want something really well put together. Okay. So to create a good proposal, it needs to know the field of study. That's why I was asking you, what's the field of study, the research topic, okay? But of course, it provides other things. But you see, for it to give you something comprehensive, it will need more details so that it can give you that kind of information. So I hope, Janat, from that example, you're seeing why it's important. How your prompting is very important, and how one word can make a difference in the type of quality of results that you'll be attaining. Okay, so I see Maria has, let's work on this prompt from Maria. So we are going to look at another tool, another AI tool called Microsoft Copilot. So we have Microsoft Copilot here. I'll copy this and put it in the chat as well. You can use at any time. So let me get the question here. Let me get the question. Design so let's put it again in all the different tools I've been looking at. So let me also copy these words, session behavior change. Then I'll take this to the different tools, and then we cross compare the results we'll get. Then also here, put it, and then we see the results. So you see, here Your results. Sorry? Yes, so these are the results that you get. Okay, as you can outline, and you can always tailor this better given that now, and this is where the human aspect comes in, because you are now at Makerere. You're living there in real time, so you're able to tailor this exactly to the needs or circumstances that are prevailing in this particular time and day. Okay, so the human aspect is always important. Then let's see with Gemini. So this one, target audience, it even provides for you Makerere University students, undergraduate and postgraduate. The goal, so you can always cross compare on, and that's important. Always your prompt, put it in different AI tools, okay, so that you can see which one gives you the best quality. Okay. Then for Microsoft Copilot is here. Melo. So I hope you can see, you're seeing the different answers it's giving. And of course, this you can tell it to stop responding, but usually you want to wait for it to generate enough information. But I hope from that, I think it was Jen, we can stop here. That gives you a good insight on prompting and um, how further refined you can get results from these different tools. Is that okay, Jen and Janat, from the examples that you've shared with your prompt? So we want to look at one more tool for text, which is Perplexity AI. So someone to share with us again in the chat a prompt that we can use to generate, and then we actually put it in all these 4 tools and see how they all compare on that particular prompt. Yes, someone share with us a prompt in the chat on what we can research about, and we see in the 4th tool how it will generate for us results. Causes of malnutrition in children under 5 years. Thank you. And I like that you've been specific with children under 5 years, so that you get results tailored to specifically that. So we'll do that. Let me copy this. Put it in Chat GPT. Then in Gemini as well. Melo, easy. Melo. Gemini, let's put in Copilot. Then also the other tool that we're looking at is Perplexity .ai. Melo. Melo, ize mwana. Let's see what was generated here. So if you wanted even, let's say for a specific region about maybe children who are under 5, let's say in South America or in Africa or in Europe, it could even tailor your results further, depending on the geographical location. Okay. So here again, this gives you different results that you can work with. Let's see in Copilot. So this tool, this other tool is perplexity.ai. I'm waiting for it to load, and then we can also have the question there. Put the question. And so the difference with this actually, in addition to giving you an answer on your question here in Perplexity, as you can see here, it also provides you sources of where to get more information regarding your prompt. Okay, if you click there on these different links, you'll find more useful links that you can use maybe to further even better the quality of your research. So these different tools have their advantages over the other that you can always use in any situation. So you see the link that Perplexity provided to Save the Children, where they provide more information regarding this. Let's see the other link that they provided. I think this is from even World Health Organization. So they do the synthesizing of content around the web and provide you links that have really good information based on that prompt that you've put. Okay. Let's see what Copilot here has brought us. So as you can see, it's still generating. Yes, so you can check out the different things. Of course, you can tell it here to stop responding, but you can see how it's predicting. Gemini. Yeah. So I hope you see you've got a good basis of content there, Josephine, from your prompt. Yes, we're going to look at Quillbot. Actually, it's what's coming up next. Tools that help to proofread text in a quicker way. Okay, so please, I would like to emphasize, use these tools, use them for research. Like I said earlier, and don't only rely on them, multi-source from different areas, and also be able to add your own context if you're going to publish about anything, given that you've gotten information from AI. Okay, so I'll close this. Okay, so further picking on from that, it's good already, Yusuf in the chat had already prompted this. So now the next segment we're going to look at is how you can use different AI tools to proofread your text. Okay, many times you have large documents or content that you want to ensure that is of good quality before you can publish it. So these tools can help with that. And the first that we're going to look at is Quillbot. It's quillbot.com. Put the link in the chat. Quillbot is a very good tool for proofreading text. So I'm glad, Mr. Yusuf, have you been using Quillbot already in with your work?
Yes, sir, I've been using it.
Okay, and how is your experience so far with it?
It's good. What is interesting with these AIs, every now and then they are improving. They are bringing in something new. Yeah, you can use it for rephrasing the words. You can use it for spelling checks. You can also using it for summarizing some texts.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
And
that's how I've been using it. The keyboard, yes.
yes, and we're going to practically look at that. So Janet has asked, how best can I edit AI work to avoid plagiarism? Most of the times my colleagues are noticed. Francis, you want to answer that?
Not really. I think like is similar to what you asked Yusuf. I use it actually. I use Quillbot, but the challenge I have it is that oftentimes it gives you more of the international bit of like the global. Uh, how do I call it? But sort of the global like are too international, like too complicated. Now, if you're writing for, say, a very local person here, to simplify things for them becomes a little more complicated. It's what I noticed with Quillbot. It's too like for needs the serious person, a serious reader. But if you want to simplify something for, say, localize it to the Ugandan context, you may need to relook at how what data again you feed it.
Okay, thank you for that observation. Yes, Yusuf.
Yes, Mr. Edward, I think it's all about knowing how to use it because it gives you an option of a number of words that you can use in a certain. If a word is difficult, they give you like very many of them the option of the other word that you think it is very difficult. Maybe the other thing that I wanted to talk about, there is a sister who talked about plagiarism in AI, and I wanted to ask how best can we, like people, especially now the lecturers, and the other people who are doing some work, how best can we use AI with the work? Because right now you may be you do the work, but you want the support of the AI to make the work like to move quicker, and also sometimes there are some things that you think that maybe the AI can help in phrasing. The work is yours. You have done research, you have collected data, you have collected information, but then this AI comes in to support in quick doing of the work. But still, that one is taken as a plagiarism, and some people use AI checker, and then you find like people are still against the AI. I don't know if they are right or there is something that they need to be taught.
Well, I think in terms of assessment, when it comes to assignments of students who have used AI, I think it varies from maybe lecturer to lecturer. Some are actually aware that now students are using AI and maybe could refer to maybe other modes of assessment. Maybe some of you don't want any AI usage. Maybe, I don't know if I can draw a doctor into, I don't know if she's still on the call. Dr. Sarah, are you still on the call?
Yes, Edward, I am.
Yes.
So you're wondering about the use of
Yes.
AI, right?
AI, maybe for your assignments, how do you approach it when you know people have used it? How do you
Yeah,
navigate? Mm.
so first, Makerere doesn't have a policy yet on AI. And so we are all handling it on an individual basis. So some of us are copying best practices from out there. And personally, I know that my students are using AI for their work, and I welcome that. However, I emphasize the ethical use of AI. So if you have used AI, it's important that, first of all, you don't copy word for word. You use AI to inspire you. But secondly, I also call for transparency. And if you've used AI in your work, declare that you've used AI and even say the sections where you've used AI. I know that there are AI tools that can help us to detect the use of AI in student work. And so once I suspect that you've used your content is AI generated and you've not come clean, you've not made effort to own it, then I subject it to the test, and then the penalties for plagiarism as per the university rules apply. I don't know if that helps, Edward.
Yeah, I think that that helps. Just like you've mentioned, everyone is dealing with it their own way and has their own approach. And I think it was important that you uh, ably explain how you, as the lecturer, as the doctor for this class, approaches it and intend to assess people's work. So I hope it's clear to everyone. Yes, Francis?
Edward, allow me speak after doctor. One of my lecturers advises its use, AI use, but she's of the view that you pick ideas. Okay, you pick ideas and create something for yourself. Because the thing is, if these lecturers have taught us since year one, and they almost know that this is how this guy writes, this is it, it is English, and basically they know us. So if in my first year and second year I wasn't using AI, and now today, say in my third year or fourth year, I attempt to use AI and the English comes out there, she will even be like, is this the person I know, or you know? So basically, I like the idea of picking ideas from AI and developing it by yourself.
Thank you. Another good way or angle to approach it, use it for inspiration. Like I said, you need to, and that's why I was always emphasizing, you need to be able to provide your own context and your own value into the content that you're going to publish or share. Just like Doctor said, don't just copy and publish everything, or at the very least, accredit or acknowledge that you have got this from AI. And that means if you're going to do that, that means your whole work cannot be acknowledged to AI. That means you'll have to put in considerable effort to ensure that you are using AI for inspiration, but also using your human understanding and touch and all the other aspects we talked about, emotion, to deliver your points very creatively. So I hope that is clear. So continuing to Quillbot, which we are going to use for proofreading text and other functionalities. So first we have a paraphraser. If you want to paraphrase any text, you can always paste it in this section and then see how it's paraphrased. So I'm going to pick some content from what we got from ChatGPT. For example, this. I want to paraphrase this paragraph and then put it there and then tell it to paraphrase. Of course, if you're using the free version, you'll find that maybe it will limit you in the number of words that you can input to paraphrase. but you always have a good window of the number of words that you can always use. And it's very easy. You can always copy paste the limit of words, put in so that you can quickly work on your document. And as you can see, it's multilingual, okay? Whether it's French, Spanish, communication in different languages, you can all put it there and it can get paraphrased properly. Okay, so then we have also the grammar checker. If you want to check grammar within a paragraph of text, serves the same purpose. Paste it here. So of course, this may be devoid of grammar instances because I've got it from ChatGPT, but usually if maybe it's a report that has been generated by someone, you're bound to find in some mistakes. If you've written any maybe your research or coursework, you'll want to first proofread it to ensure that you're handing in good work. And this is something, and this is now like no one will have any issue with this because spelling checkers are very many out there. So it's not like you're using AI to accelerate it, but it's just easing the process through which you can proofread your work. So if there were errors, they would appear here and you can always click fix errors. Then we have this section of Quillbot flow. Let us look at it. So within here, you're able to upload a document. Okay, if you come here to new project, take a blank project, and then you can import a document from your computer. So I have one already that's uploaded, which I can click here, and then we see how Quillbot flow works. So here is our Quillbot flow, and within here, there are different changes that you can make. If you highlight, let's say, for example, this paragraph, so if I highlight it up to here, I can choose to paraphrase it, summarize it, just like we've been doing. So we haven't yet summarized, but we've looked at paraphrase it. So you can also summarize it, that particular paragraph. So let's wait for how it's summarizing it on the right. Okay, so as you can see there, okay, and you can always determine here the summary length. If you want to reduce it or lengthen it, that's there. And if you're satisfied, you can always click insert to replace that content there that you have just summarized. Okay. So the same works with, let's close here. The same works with translate. You can highlight any text within your document, translate it into any language of your choice, and that gives you more avenue to work with people across the globe because you're now able to translate any information that they give you and still be able to consult for them. So in today's era, you're open to working with anyone across the globe without limitations. So you can translate that to, put a language here. Just put in Ukrainian and see. Okay, so that is that communication in Ukrainian. So other, of course, here it has pointed out the errors, remember? It has pointed out errors, and if you click on them, these errors are the ones that are highlighted in red. and you can always click to fix them all. So another important aspect is that you're able to, instead of reading throughout, you can also listen to this whole document, as maybe if you're on the move. Let me just stop sharing here. So I'll come here, highlight an area that I want to listen to.
Define clear communication objectives aligned with UNODC's mission, such as raising awareness, promoting evidence-based policies, fostering partnerships, and reducing stigma.
Okay, so there's that aspect. You can listen, but if you also want to contribute to the document and probably dictate as it's typing out content, that is also possible. So for example, if you're here and then you press enter, and now you choose, I hope you are hearing, okay, still on. And then you choose to dictate as it picks out your words. So you come back here, click on dictate, and then you begin speaking. Good afternoon. Today's class is going to be in the upper lab. Please ensure that you come with your computer or mobile phone that is connected with good internet, because we're going to look at different AI tools that you can use to create multimedia content and ensure that you work progressively and efficiently in any newsroom or communication workspace that you are placed in. Thank you. So you have to ensure that you are articulate as much as possible. No, it's not coming here. Okay, if I click here, insert. Yes. So as you can see, your paragraph that you've dictated has appeared there. So that's how you use Quillbot, especially in here, to be able to listen and also dictate content that you want included. Okay, let's continue. So to come back home here, so we have here the plagiarism checker. This is a premium feature. To be able to check for any work that is plagiarized, you'll have to upgrade. Okay. Then a summarizer, we have text summarizer. If you want to summarize a large sum of text, so let me pick some text here, paste it, and then I tell it to summarize. So as you can see, it has summarized it to that. Then we have here translation. Again, we had already briefly looked at this. So you put in any text and it's able to translate it to any text of your choice. Just like that. Any questions regarding Quillbot? I hope it's one tool we can adopt if we're really looking at how we can maximize on speed in case we are working on documents or any information that we want to proofread very quickly. Okay, let's look at another tool called Can you use Quillbot to transcribe recorded audio? No, but we are going to look at a tool that can be able to transcribe audio, one of them being called Podcaster. But of course, in terms of transcription, it's able, just like we've been doing. Remember when I was dictating, if a person is speaking and you place, let's say, the computer or phone nearby, it will be able to pick what they're saying. Okay. So transcription in that term of if it's someone is speaking in real time, yes, but you cannot upload an audio there and expect it to transcribe. I hope that answers your question. What's this? Okay. So the next tool that we want to look at is called Scribens. It serves the same purpose like Quillbot. Let me share the link in the chat as well. So you can use Scribens as well to proofread your text. It's able to give you even statistics about your text, how many sentences you've used. Yeah, so let's look at that. For example, if I pick some text from ChatGPT, and then you paste it here. So as you can see, it will give you those different, if you scroll here, it will show you repeated words within your paragraph. Okay, again, it doesn't mean that you need to remove them, but it points them out for you in case there could be a change. Again, that's when it draws back to the human aspect. You're a journalist. You know this word needs to be used in various places. Even if this tool has pointed it out as repeated, you don't need to act upon it. So vocabulary enhancement, it also points out words that it can enhance. And when you click there, it will bring you suggestions. Preliminary, okay, ancient, rapid. So again, the decision rests or lies with you if you decide to do the vocabulary enhancement on each of these. So it tells you this common word can be replaced with a more sophisticated word. One of my friends was saying that I think it was Quillbot that suggests more complicated things. So the choice is upon you to sometimes select the word or not. Then subjectivity, positive, prerogative. Okay. We have synonyms here, no suggestions. Then statistics. Okay. Number of words, sentences. Sometimes you need this information, especially if you're applying for things and you need a specific number of words, maybe your motivation letter, you can always come here, put your content there to know how your text lies. Any question? So in addition to this, I know many people are already using tools like Grammarly, ProWriting Aid, which serve the same purpose. And even Word itself, by the Microsoft Word, also has that spelling thing that you can always use to cross-check your text. Any questions from what I've looked at from the AI tools for generating research and also for proofreading? All right. Yes, even Gmail does what? Grammar checking. Yes, most systems these days are able to indicate when a word is not when a word is misspelled. Thank you. So we're moving on to now images. We want to see how best we can use AI to generate images. Again, this will go back to prompting. How well are you able to describe the image that you want? Okay. So again, I'm going to request in the chat. We're going to use these different tools, GenCraft, Canva, generated photos, and also image to text converters to see how we can generate AI images. So I'm going to request in the chat, please share your prompts, describe the image that you want, and then we see how well it will generate it. Keep in mind, please describe all factors that you want in that image. If you want a brown, tall lady, okay, to appear in the image, please state it. Also, as you're prompting, as you're describing, ensure that you're able to describe the environment in which you want that picture in, so that we see how best this AI tool can generate for you that image that you want. You're bringing your idea into your mind, into fruition through your prompting, and this is what these AI tools are there to assist with. So please, in the chat, share with us a prompt for an image, and then we see how we can generate it. Photo of two African lovers having a great time in a Mercedes-Benz on a golf course in Dubai. Okay, let's see this. So the first tool that we're going to use is Canva. I want to believe many of us are already using this to design presentations, graphics, flyers, and basically any visual communication materials. Again, like all the other tools, you will need to sign up for an account, either use of email, or you can proceed with your Google account and you can create your free account. I would advise, if you are at, let's say, working professionally, or even if you've not yet and you have the means to pay to go premium with some of these tools, especially if you identify that it is really multi-purpose and is able to achieve for you different things, it's always good if you can pay go premium so that you can access added features available. So that was a by the way. So in case we want to create something, let's say poster landscape. As you know, Canva works on templates, already pre-existing designs. So you pick from what is there, then you enhance. Just give it a minute to load properly, and then we can begin our prompting. Okay, so to get the AI image creator in Canva, so you come here where we on the left panel here, and then we click on apps. So under apps here, you search for Magic Media. And if you take notice, most design platforms today, graphic, visual design, are integrating AI into it. Not and even beyond platforms, even sectors, AI has now integrated into different sectors from architecture, medicine, law. So this is a cross-cutting factor in all sectors. So we need to embrace it as is. So I said let's search for Magic Media. Come and click here on Magic Media. Then click here. And then here is where you enter your prompt. So I had already copied it. In Dubai, I like how you are specific on the car. Okay. In a Mercedes-Benz on a golf course in Dubai. So let's see if there are different styles of the image that you want here. Vibrant, minimalist, moody, you can always select there. So let's click here, and also the aspect ratio if you want it more in square form, landscape, or portrait, and further other types here. Then you click to generate image. Okay, so I hope this is in line with what you are looking for. So we have here the first image. As you can see, you are very particular in the kind of couple that you want, which is African. I think it has golf courses there. Let's see the other. As you can, this one has even tried, it has replicated somehow Dubai city there in the background. Again, because you are very particular in your prompting.
Excuse me, sir, we are not seeing.
Pardon?
Please, sir, we are not seeing anything.
Oh, sorry. Oh my God. I should have told me. Sometimes I'm not able to see the chat when I'm on another screen. So please, if you're not seeing my screen, you can always unmute and tell me. So I'll repeat the process again. So let me just repeat the process. So I'll come here to create a design depending on what you're going to design. It could be a flyer or poster, and maybe you want to use some AI generated images there. So I'll come here, click on create poster landscape. So I'm giving it a few minutes to load properly, then we can begin. Yes, so after it has loaded the interface properly, you come here to the left panel and then you come here where there's apps. You click on apps. And under apps, you search for Magic Media. And then you click here where there's Magic Media. And then you click here on this icon here, Magic Media. So here is where you put in your prompt. Okay. Put it there. And then we have the different styles of the photo. Moody, filmic, you can always select depending on which type you want. Then the aspect ratio, do you want it more in square, landscape, or portrait? Again, you can always pick and then you click to generate image. So I hope this is what is in line with what you are looking for. What's this? Jen. As you can see from your prompt, we're able to see these different images. So I like that you are very particular on the kind of couple you wanted, an African couple, and you are able to generate. You can see these two in the car, and even the type of car. If you wanted an Audi, you would have stated an Audi, it would have brought that. So that's how you, with better prompting, you're able to get the kind of image you're using. And it's always important if you're using this in an article, any publication, to state that this is an AI generated what? Image. As you can see, the image is there. So I think I saw other prompts. Let's try out. Someone said tall, brown, curvy, and African woman. So if you're not satisfied with the images that have been generated, you can always tell it to regenerate again to see the different options, and it will generate for you other images. Let's just look at that. So you see it will give you a variety of other options that you can always pick from. Okay, so let's see the other prompt. We're going to clear here. Then we see, I think this was by Francis, and then tell it to generate. Again, you've not described the environment, maybe that you would have wanted that lady in. It could have been further ways of getting the image that you're looking for. So you, even in your prompting, you can further state the kind of picture that you want. If you want a cartoon illustration, mosaic art, because right now these tools are able to generate for you. If you have if you get any work where people want to do, let's say, cartoon characters, and you can tell this thing to generate a cartoon character of an African lady in her homestead grinding millet, and it will be able to get for you that. Okay, as you can see, these are the examples. Let me see. A silhouette photo of a person holding a cross at the lakeside. Okay. Let's see from that prompt the image that we get. So is this in line with what you are looking at? The one who wanted the silhouette. Josephine. Animated images. For now, it's testing out its video AI generation. It's not yet concrete, and it's also available for only premium users, the AI video. But we're going to see how to create videos. In terms of animation, not yet creating, but it can create cartoon-like kinds of images. Okay, so let's put in. Let me put here. Put cartoon illustration. Cartoon images. Okay, of an African family, of an African middle-aged family planting sorghum in their field with dogs playing and birds flying. So then we tell it to generate, and we see what result we'll get. So now if a client wants work and wants this kinds of image, now your role is to properly get exactly what does the client need in terms of description, so that you can able to feed it in here to get exactly that. So you see here, I think we have some good images. These are cartoon-like. I know many organizations need these kinds of things, so you're able to use this to generate. So of course you're going to complain. Some people will complain this is taking graphic designers out, but what to do? You use it to your advantage. You can't complain. what you have to do is now, since you now know that you can create these kinds of images, use it to the best of your what? Advantage. As you can see. So I hope, John, that answers your question in regards to,
Yes, yes.
okay. So an avalanche in Canada with dead animals. Wow. Interesting. These have interesting prompts. An avalanche in Canada with dead animals. Let's see this, and then we go to another tool. So as you can see here, you have your avalanche in Canada. So I think this was Bernard. I hope this is something near to what you are looking for. You can even now go further and describe the animals that you want. Maybe say dead lions, hyenas. Okay, so that the results, the images, the animals that appear here that are dead are more in tune with what you're looking for in terms of the image. Bernard, is that okay?
That is very fine, Edward.
So John, you're saying in case you want to upload the material, no, you just download. You can download the image and you come to Canva here. You can always come here to share, and then you come to download, and then you download as an image. You'll be able to download, yeah, and then you can upload it to your work. Okay, so another tool that we want to look at for image generation is called GenCraft. Again, please share in the chat a prompt of an image that we can generate quickly, and we look at this example as well. Gencraft.com. That is the URL. Melo. Yes, so someone to share with us a prompt. That we can use to generate an image here in GenCraft. You'll also need to sign up for this to be able to get credits to generate AI images. African children under 10 years playing in dirty water. Okay. Put it here, paste. So you can also, again here, choose the style, 3D video game, cartoon. They're all different types here, and then you click to generate. And then we wait to see what it's going to come up with. Quality. Oh, this is interesting. It says it has failed to load image due to quality standards. I believe maybe it's not able to generate the kind of image that could fit your standard. So we need to try another prompt. Let's have a suggestion of another image prompt in the chat and we see what we can generate. African woman moving in search for water. So here you have your image. Again, I think this fits quite the description. Yeah. So I hope that gives a good depiction of what you are looking at, Francis. Then let's see what Bernard will bring. Deforested area in Democratic Republic of Congo. And we click to generate. Oh, sorry, it did not. I thought I had copied this. I hadn't copied. Then tell it to generate. So here you have a depiction of that image prompt. I hope this is something in line with what you're looking at, Bernard.
Yes, Ed.
Yes, so you'll find that once again, your prompting is what gets you a better image.
Right, that's right.
Okay. Thank you. So moving on further, there's a tool called generated photos that also now this one custom builds, let's say like a human being. Okay. You're able to design a human being with different features. So it's called generated dot photos. Share it in the chat. Let's wait for this to load. Any questions so far from what we've covered? Yes, Marjorie.
Good evening, Doctor. My question is, if in case I have an image, for example, my image or anyone's image, and I want to cartoon it, do I use any of those tools that you shared?
If you want to cartoon an image,
Yes, an image that I have, to be specific, maybe I want to cartoon mine using those AI tools. I would give an example of the way they Aspire, how they do their cartoons.
we can, again, you need to understand what type of What is that art called? Is it cartoon? Is it a newspaper cartoon? Is there like a generic term for that that we can put in a prompt so that it can be able to give us those types? Do you know that type
I
of art?
don't know. I just wanted to find out.
Doctor, do you know that type of art specifically for like newspaper cartoons? Like the name?
There are newspaper comics.
Newspaper comics, eh?
The newspaper comics, yeah.
Okay. So Marjorie, you are saying you want like one of your face. So let's see.
Yes, I'm inquiring in case I have. I'm just giving an example of my face, and I want to cartoon it. Or for it to tell a story that I want, maybe I upload my picture for it to have a face, and I write some text of how I want it to appear. Then it cartoons.
Yeah, there are also there are AI cartoon generator, and this is also another trick for anything that you want. You see, like how you've asked Marjorie, for anything that you want a result of. When you go online, you can search for exactly that kind of query. AI cartoon image generator. It should be able to give you. This is like a trick for today for anything. Okay. Before maybe you pay for consultancy for anything, you can get things on your own. Okay. So we have different tools here that can do that. So we have AI cartoonizer, turn your photo into a cartoon online with AI. Let me close some of these tabs so that PC can run faster. Someone is saying Photolab. Janat, is Photolab free? Does it do it instantly or you have to? Maybe you can share more about Photolab, Janat. Let's wait for these cartoon AI image cartoon creators, and then we try and so that you can answer your question, Marjorie. Okay, so I think you can see some of the answers, Marjorie, in the chat. Photolab is free. Even Snapchat can make cartoons. And Janet says some features are free with Photolab, others require payment. Apologies, I think the internet is quite fast. So whatever loads first is what we shall be working with, and then when the others are loading, we shall proceed to them. So we have one tool here. As you can see, you'll need to sign up for a free account to get 10 free credits in a month. That means you can cartoonify 10 images per month if you register for a free account. So let's first put here and you see. Okay, so I'm going to pick an image here. For example, this. I think it will ask me to sign up to get a free account. So let me proceed to sign up and then we see how it can turn that image into a cartoon. So you have to go to your email and then you log into that account. And I'll come to Gmail. So here is the email verification from that tool that you need to click. So now you upload your image. For example, this. Oh, I think I needed to sign in. Sorry. Put in my email here. Okay. So under AI tools here, you come here to AI cartoonizer. As you can see, they have different things they do. Background remover, object remover, but as Marjorie asked, let's do the cartoonizer. Upload the image. Example this. Then you tell it to start. Have some patience as it generates the cartoon version. Let me check here if we have any questions. Okay, this is taking some time. I think we can leave it in progress as we look at other tools, especially one that we're going to check on it as it's processing. So let us look at a tool that can extract text from an image. Sometimes you have an image and you want to extract text from it that you can use somewhere. So we have some tools here available called the image to text.io. Copy link here. Image to text.io. Let me check here. think let me refresh this first. It seems to be taking so long. So here, the tool that extracts text from image, once it loads like this, you scroll down here and then you click on browse and then you can select your image. So I'll pick here an image with some text properly and see how it's extracted. For example, this uploaded and then you tell it to submit and extract. So as you can see, this is the text within that image, and you can always copy it and take it to a platform where you want to use it. So this Cartoonify, I don't know why it is taking very long. But Marjorie, this let's do it one more time. I'm going to share the link to this tool in the chat. I think it answers your question. You can always use this to create a cartoon out of your image. Let's attempt it one more time. And you click here, start. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it there. So again here, 2D or 3D. Let's put in 3D. And then you tell it to download. So you have your two images here downloaded. They're actually coming as a zipped file. So we have one here. So we have this. So this is what it has managed to bring. Yeah, so I think you could be able to find others as well. And I think also in Canva, I think has a cartoon. I think it's also able to, if you come in Canva under apps and you search for maybe Cartoonify. Yes, I think it's Cartoonify. Then you click there. Accept. Yeah, so you can use that and also Cartoonify here in Canva to be able to generate cartoon from your image. Are we together, Marjorie?
Yeah.
Oh, I see you've shared something. Let me first close this. Okay. So that's the example you wanted, something like that.
Yes, Mr. Claude.
Okay. I won't say that I have an exact tool that does that, but I believe why this is taking long to load. Yeah, but I believe if you put there, even in the image prompt we're doing in Canva and tell, let's say, generate a newspaper comic of this type of image, it should be able. Though a lot of this work is sketch work, but I know there are also applications or programs that are able to develop this. I don't know why Cartoonify is taking long. Yeah, but I would advise you just go online. Someone is saying you want to replace Orgon of Daily Monitor. I would advise go online, search for newspaper comic generators are free, and then you see the kind of responses that you should be able to get, because I want to believe everything is possible. Is that okay, Marjorie? I think we can proceed. Okay. So let us now look at, we have been looking at those for images. We want to quickly see how we can create videos using AI. Again, there are a number of tools that you need to sign up for. So the first tool is Flickr. Sorry, is Flicky, not Flickr. Flicky.ai, which we're going to click on. I'll share the link in the chat. You're able to generate a video by a prompt. You just give it an idea of the video you want, and it will generate for you something that you can work with. So Flicky.ai, that's an AI video generator. We also have InVideo. I don't know if any of us has used any of these. You can also try this one, Marjorie, for cartoonizing. Make sure I do it in the chat. So just like the other tools, you'll need to sign up for an account to be able to use them. So the same as Flicky. What do we use to make a person dance or speak? That is now animation, which is quite different from this. Again, you can search if there are any AI. I want to believe there are AI animation makers. Okay, so we have here Flicky, and we now want to generate a video. Okay, so you come here to new file, and then you enter, let's say, the file name, say class video. Then you can pick language, dialect, the portrait, dependent on where you're going to publish it, square, portrait, for mobile, landscape, maybe if it's YouTube. Then you can start your video with either an idea, blog, PowerPoint, or a tweet. So for now, we're going to use an idea, and then we click on submit. So I want someone in the chat to share with us what we can generate this video from, an idea prompt. Okay, so someone share in the chat an idea prompt, and then we see what video this tool will generate for us. Yes, someone to share with us a video prompt. Floods in Kampala. Okay. Let's put the prompt here. Enter. Again, if you wanted to be more specific in terms of the video, you could say maybe causes of floods in Kampala, depending, but this is more general. So let's see what it will bring us, and then we click submit. And then it has generated different scenes here for the video, as you can see. So I want to stop here sharing so that I can share a particular window where you're able to hear the audio. So here is the video created from that topic. I think it was floods in Kampala. So let's listen to what it was able to make.
Open with serene shots of Kampala as a vibrant city, bustling with life. Then, a sudden shift to dark, stormy skies. Narrator softly begins, Kampala, the heart of Uganda, now faces an unexpected adversary, relentless, unforgiving floods. footage of overflowing rivers, streets turned into rivers, people wading through water. Homes submerged, streets impassable, the city's pulse.
Of course, you're hearing it buffer a little because that also depends on the internet and everything, but it's supposed to be free flowing. And the beauty with this is that now, from the video it has generated from that idea, it brings different scenes. Okay, so a video is made up of different scenes here where different images are used, and even the text that is within the video there, as you can see. So you can change an image within any scene and also the text there. Okay, so for example, if you want to edit this first scene here, you click there. Okay, then you can change this Kampala, the city where it floods non-stop. Okay, and then we change here the image. If you can get a now you can get an image of real Kampala. Okay, you will have downloaded it on your computer but for learning purposes, I'm just going to pick any image here. Example, this. And I'll select that image. If I put back my cursor here, so you can see that it has changed, and if I play, it should be able to adjust to what we have set it.
The city where it floods non-stop. Serene shots of Kampala.
So I hope you've seen the change that we have put. So you can go doing that to the different scenes in the video, change the image if it doesn't resonate, also the text used to customize it better. Then even the voiceover used, you can change the voiceover here of the person. If you don't like that person, there are different voices that you can select from. Some are premium, the ones that have this yellow sign, but you can use some, let's say like this. You can even first listen to
Fleeky
this,
helps you create audio.
and then you select it. And this voiceover will change from there. If you have a background audio for your audio that you'd want to use, you can come here, select background audio, pick it, and it will play through the video that you've selected, this video that you're editing. Any questions thus far? Yeah, so after you've customized, you've changed the images in the different scenes and also the text, you proceed to do what? To download. Okay. Yeah. So it's as simple as that. Of course, with more practice with it, the better you get, but it's important to know how to use a video prompt to generate a video and also how to edit the different parts. I hope that was clear. Yeah. Yes, those images are all turned into moving pictures. So it's very possible, Francis. So let's have another tool called InVideo.io. Like I said, you'll need to have, if you're intending to use these tools, if you're not going to go premium, you will need to have as many accounts that you can sign up with. I'll sign in here for an account. Continue. So again, here is where you put your prompt for a topic so that it can generate a video. I'm going to pick from what I think Francis shared. Video of children singing and dancing. Children singing and dancing during class time. Then we tell it to create. As you can see, it even gives a title for your video. Classroom Rhythms, Kids in Harmony. As you can see this notice below, in video AI might produce inaccuracies. Please review and edit as needed. So to further customize a video, they'll ask you for your audience. Is this video for parents, teachers, children? Maybe you can put teachers. The look and feel bright, you can always select, then platform, then click continue, and then you wait for it to generate scenes in your video according to your prompt. Okay, I think for the purpose of time, as this is generating, we can look at some other tools, especially those that work on video, sorry, on audio. Oh, I see this is almost getting done. Let's just give it a minute. So yeah, it's almost near completion. Okay, so let's see what video has been generated.
Imagine a symphony of youthful voices, harmonizing in a melody that fills the air with pure delight. Picture the unadulterated joy of children. Their faces alight with excitement as they sway to the rhythm of
So
the
don't worry about
song.
the buffering, it's just because of the
This,
internet, but
dear
when you
listener,
edit and export, it plays
is
well.
the magic of
And I think if you're more particular, you could have said maybe African students in the classroom, because you know most of these internet tools generate white people images. So you can always be more specific again in your prompt so that you can get the type of maybe children that you're looking for in your video. I think this was Francis. So yes, just like the other tool, you're able to edit the different scenes where there are images and text. Okay, so for example, in this scene, this is scene 1. You can edit the image there. You come here on top, edit media. Oh, I think this is premium. This is premium stock. We have this, edit the media. Oh yes, just a second. So this first scene, if you click there, edit media, and you come, click on the image there. Once you come down, you can upload media to replace that. For example, this. So then you select that image and then you click to apply changes. So as you can see, it's changing that media. Just wait in a second. Yes, so the media of that particular scene has been changed. And you can do the same for the script as well, or the text. If you want to edit the script of that particular scene, click here, edit script, and then you change it accordingly here. Remove accordingly what you don't want, and then you click on apply changes. As you give it a minute to change the script. Okay, so if you play to preview your changes, the script should have changed, and plus the image, as we can see, it's already reflecting that.
Schools in Uganda are lacking some necessities. Picture the unadulterated.
Yeah. So I think you've heard the script changed and it was able to play what we edited it to plus the image. So you go on making those changes in the different scenes. And when you're ready, you come here to export video. Then of course, to ensure some of these features may be premium if there was premium stock used. So you come here, stock watermarks, normal, and then you continue to download. So with that, you'll be able to download your video. Any questions regarding AI video generators? You want to quickly look at the remaining ones on audio, then we can call it a discussion. So quickly, I want us to see first how we can use Microsoft Word to turn your voice into text. Sometimes maybe you've gotten work to rapporteur for someone and you want to be able to gather those quick notes quickly. So you can use Microsoft Word and it's able to capture voice and turn it into text. So let me share my screen here and we see how that is done. So let me open now my Microsoft. So you open your Microsoft Word. Open a blank document. And then here to begin Microsoft Word, to start capturing your voice, you press Windows H. Okay, I'll repeat that. Windows button and H. Here, then it's going to start saying good afternoon. Our lecture today is going to be in the upper laboratory. Please ensure that you come with a computer and mobile phone that are good internet enabled, because we are going to look at different AI tools that we shall be using to create multimedia content, and ensure that also you register yourself in the chat, because we shall be looking at attendance at the end of these classes. Thank you. Then you stop it there. So as you can see, it has been created. Even where I was saying it's able to capture that. So after this, you can always edit it out, but at least you've used it primarily to capture some of the text that is there. So that is one way you can use Microsoft Word to turn your voice into text. I repeat the process. MacBook. Let me see on MacBook again how to enable dictate feature in Word on MacBook. So I think what I can do, let me see here. No, it has no.
Hello and welcome to another PA Pages how-to tutorial video. In this video, I'm going to show you a really cool trick with dictation in Microsoft Word for Mac. So to turn the dictation option on, what you need to do is just go up to the top to the Apple icon, click on that and go to System Preferences. In System Preferences, then click on Keyboard, then just go to Dictation at the top here. Once you're there, you'll notice that the microphone is working and bobbing up and down. And to turn it on, just make sure that you click on. To use offline, just make sure that this Use Enhanced Dictation is switched on. Then just make sure that you select your preferred shortcut key. In this case, I have mine as the press left command key twice, and then just pop out of there. Once you've set up your dictation to actually work, then what you need to do is just go back to your Word document and then just double click on your shortcut key. In my case, it's Command twice. Once you've done that, it'll open up the microphone here, as you can see now, and it will start typing for you. If you want some punctuation, you need to tell it to do it. Full stop. new paragraph.
So Marjorie, I hope that answers your question in regarding Mac. You can go and further watch the video if it was not so clear, but that is how you can put the dictation feature in Mac. Is that okay? Okay, so Francis had requested I repeat the feature in Word. Let me do it again. So in Word, so you have a new paragraph there. So when you go to Microsoft Word, you press Windows H. Okay, when you press Windows H, it's going to be here initializing, then it will start listening. Good afternoon. Today we are going to look at multimedia journalism, where we're going to see how we can use different tools to create content for your journalistic work. Thank you. Then you click on that microphone to stop. Yeah, so that's how it is. I hope it's now clear, Francis. Okay, so that was how to use Microsoft Word. Then quickly, there's another tool that you can use which is online, which is called speechnotes.co. So you can also speak into it, and then it will start dictating whatever you're saying. Example here. So to start dictating, you click on this icon here of the microphone, and then to stop, you also click on it again. So I'm going to begin. Good evening. Today we are going to cover multimedia journalism in the lower lab. Please come with your laptops. As you can see, I've stopped, and yeah, that is it. So that is speech notes, and you can always copy, okay, and take it to any Word document. We also have the saving options here. You can download it as a Word doc to further use your work. Then there's someone I think who had asked about transcription. I don't know if he's still on. I think it was John or Court, who wanted to know how to transcribe audio. I think we can go through that again very quickly. If you want to extract text from audio by uploading, there's a tool that is called Podcaster. So just like all the other tools, you'll need to log in, or if you already have an account, or create account. So since I already have an account, I'll go here to my account, and then we see how we can transcribe audio. So if you have a recording and you want to get text out of it, this is for you. So if you want to transcribe audio, we have the different functions. Then you come here to transcription. Then now you click to upload your audio. Then you go on your computer and find out the audio file that you want to transcribe. Click open. Now I want you to take keen notice of how I get the option of transcribing. So after your audio has uploaded and you want to transcribe, so you hover within it here, okay? And when you hover, you should be able to see some 3 dotted lines besides the title of the audio, okay? So we have those 3 dotted lines, and when you click there, you'll get the option to transcribe, okay? So when you click there and transcribe, then it will start to generate transcription of your audio. Click here, and you wait for it to transcribe the audio there. So as this is transcribing, it's important we look at one or two tools that help to turn text into audio quickly, so that we hit 2 birds with 1 stone. So this is transcription. So to turn text into audio, we have some text to MP3 that you can always search. Again, all these are in the presentation, the links to all these tools, so don't worry if you're not able to remember 1 or 2. And I'll provide Doctor with more links to some of the work I've done on this so that you can have tutorials. Let me check on podcast. So 50% there. Yes. So this is your transcription of your audio. Okay, so you have your text and you can now use it for whatever purpose. So I hope that's clear in terms of someone who was asking about how you can transcribe audio. Then lastly, text to audio is really simple. All you have to input is text and it will be able to convert it into audio. And you can download it as an MP3 file. So here is where you put your text, like hello, good morning. Then you can pick the voice here. Okay. Then you download as MP3. These are really not so complicated, so don't worry much about them. If you get any link to it, I provided them within the presentation. All you have to do is put in text and it will convert it into audio. So as we finalize, this entire presentation as well was curated and generated with the help of AI. The number of AI tools I used to maybe generate images and also come up with the kind of information that I'll need to prepare for this class. Yeah. So that is all that we have had for today. Thank you for your active participation. You can also check out my YouTube channel or website. There are more tutorials there, more things that I've published about AI that can help you in the purposeful application of AI technology in your journalism and communication work. Okay, do we have any questions or supplements to what we've discussed today? Okay. If not, I think I would like to wish you a good evening and enjoy your weekend. I think Doctor already gave you the assignment where she expects you to pick a topic of your choice, okay, a topic of your choice, and then you generate AI content. That means, you generate multimedia content using different AI tools, whereby you pick a topic of your choice, you do research, get some text on it, have images, audio, and also video. And she'll clarify more about that, I think in your chat or in any of your classes. But yeah, that's all that we've had today. Thank you very much for your participation, and have a good evening, weekend.